What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Say That Podcast. And y'all know my drill. Don't say this, say that. Before we begin today, I want to give a huge shout out to all y'all who popped out for Bloomfest. Y'all made that event so incredible. It was a great night. Shout out to everyone who performed, everyone who's there with support, all the vendors. We have a mini vlog of it dropping soon for y'all where we interviewed some different artists who were there and some of my friends who haven't been on the podcast yet but surely will. But overall, we want to thank you so much for making that night an incredible night. And we have another special announcement coming up. We are going to be on a live panel with Turntable Teachers and Beyond podcast as a celebration of the beautiful AOA Studios 1 year anniversary show. It's coming up on April the 27th. There's going to be, food vendors, an ice cream truck. We're obviously going to do the live panel. It's a good connecting with different artists in the area type thing, different podcasts. So make sure you come sign up for that. It's about 4 hours long, so it's going to be a really fun day. And as always, make sure you follow us on Instagram, say_that_pod. Now, today's guest, I'm actually very excited for because he was actually on the podcast a long, long time ago when we were on Staples. The episode, unfortunately, was corrupted. It was this whole big mess. That's part of the reason why we left Staples, because we kept running into a bunch of bullshit. But today, there ain't no bullshit. And please welcome one of the most unique artists in Massachusetts, MUDA. What's going on, man?
Yo, first things first, Staples K, fuck them niggas.
Yes, sir.
They fucked up my flyers, B. I don't want no white borders. No, but I'm doing good, man.
That's good. Thank you for coming out today, as always. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it was a long drive from Western Massachusetts, but I'm glad you made the trip.
Yeah, bro. Like, roads, traffic.
Yeah.
This is annoying, but that's Mass. So.
Yeah. I feel like you're used to that, though, because, as we're going to get into, you go everywhere to just connect with all your music and stuff like that.
Yeah, the road it's treacherous.
It is. Yeah, it's definitely a long road. You do maneuver it. So, first of all, the one thing that really attracts a lot of people to you is your music. Your style of this hardcore rap, little screamo stuff like that, a little grunge, but it's a good mix of everything. But I feel like personally, that type of genre really doesn't get pushed a lot in today's rap game. Like you kind of saw with X. Before he died, that music was kind of coming along, but it seemed like he was the only one that really got an industry level push. So why did you feel like, you wanted to take the route of this style of rap instead of maybe, the little wordplay-ish and poppy type of side?
The thing with that type of music is one, I can see why people would say that I pioneered it in Mass. I would see why people would say that. And the reason I took it up, it wasn't because I'm just trying so fucking hard to be unique or whatever.
They thought you were faking it or something like
niggas
that.
think
Right.
I'd be faking some shit like that. It's just it's what I felt. It's what I feel. You know what I mean? My music is my music, and however it comes out, it comes out. I'll make a screamo track. I'll make some ambient shit or whatever. Fuck that train.
Yeah.
I'll make some ambient shit or whatever, but at the end of the day, my music is my music. I'm gonna make what the hell I want to make because I want to.
Right.
There really is no other answer to your question other than that because I fucking feel like it.
Exactly. You go about your own way and you're in your own road.
Yeah.
That's the thing with that train, though. A lot of people hear that shit. It's literally there's nothing we can do about it.
It's like a rite of passage.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, it's something we can do about it. Imagine playing Blacktop in 2K. It's that type of shit that. Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah. Anybody that comes here, you got to deal with that train. But you also went through a rebrand not too long ago, about 2 years ago, where you went through you changed your name, you got a new mask, got all that other stuff. Why was that rebrand kind of important for you for your career and stuff like that?
Well, because bro, people would take a word, you know what I mean? Because my name before MUDA was Gook, and Gook it's a Ebonics term, black people. I got family in South Florida. And my cousin, shout out TJ, he would call me Gook sometimes because I fuck with anime. I like read a manga and shit. So I didn't know that it was a term that white niggas was using to describe fucking Asian people and whatnot. But I'm just damn, that's gonna fuck me up in the long run because I don't want niggas to try to come at me and shit
try to cancel you.
You're
some
fucking
shit
weird,
that.
bro. Blah, blah, blah. I'm Nigga, I'm not even meaning it like that. And plus, like, I'm black, so like, bro, I already know what it feels like to be scrutinized. And,
Doesn't Denzel Curry have a song that's
yeah,
called that?
bro, yeah. That's literally where I got it from. That's literally also where I got it from too. I'm like, yo, what the hell? This shit hard. Right. But yeah, man, like, I wasn't trying to deal with all that. I wasn't trying to deal with all that before I even got my wings spread. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So you did see it coming, but it's good that, you know, kind of took the initiative and didn't give it an name. So what does MUDA mean? Anything?
Yeah, MUDA is it's a term in Japanese which means waste or futile, but it also comes from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's an anime where like this vampire dude, his name is Dio, right? He like will punch niggas, right? And every time he punches niggas, he'll say MUDA. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of hard.
See, I started that, but I never finished it. I got like 10 episodes in. It's like, it's worth it. Yeah,
you gotta tap
in. So what are some of your favorite animes? I love having a conversation with
you. You know, like the basic shit, like Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT. I'm a GT fan. Fuck all you GT haters out there. See what else? I like Devilman. Devilman's cool. Berserk fire.
I love Berserk. Bro, that's a good one.
Bro, Berserk fire.
Did you watch the new one and the old one?
I watched the '90s series.
Because I think the '90s one's better.
The new one, bro. I can't get with the like the CGI animation. I can't. Baki's fire. Man, I was watching Fairy Tail for a little bit, but then I fell off. Another thing I wanted to start, but I never got into it was Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Bro, my homie Daylight, he been trying to put me onto that for so long. I gotta tap in on that. Yeah. But am I missing anything else? What I'll be watching? Guilty pleasure anime in mine, Rosario Vampire. You gotta watch it, bro. Okay. That's all I gotta say. You gotta watch it.
It sounds excellent. It sounds excellent. You know what I mean?
It's fine.
Yeah, because another thing too with you, you know, you're very hands on with your stuff. Like, either if you're making your own album covers, you're making your own T-shirts, you're a very artistic person that doesn't just include music. So, like, why is that kind of artistic side of you so important for your career as you progress as an artist? So that way maybe you can show somebody that, like, hey, I don't just do music. I can do this. I can do that. I'm very hands-on with my stuff.
It's more of, I don't want it to sound like it's, like, coming from like somewhere like disgenuine, but it's more of like a workplace thing for me. So I can like enter a room and somebody could not be looking for an artist right now. Somebody could be looking for, like, I just started picking up a little bit of engineering. Somebody could be looking for engineering. Somebody could be looking for fucking cover artist or a songwriter. I've been in rooms where I've written songs for multiple people in Western Massachusetts.
That's what's up.
But I just want to be able to provide for my peers. That's all that is.
I like that, because a lot of people, like I said, they don't take initiative like that. They're very, not necessarily selfish, but they don't really think that, like, how can I be more of an asset if I'm not behind the mic? How can I, you know, expand my craft in that sense? So it's good to hear that coming from you, especially as, like I said, you are an autistic person, and I really, really give you your flowers for that.
Thank you, man.
But one thing I've got to say, the masks. I fucking love them. I really do. I don't care. Even the one you got on today. The Joker one, I think, is your hardest one. What is your favorite one, though?
It was definitely the which one are you talking about? The pullover one?
Yeah, where it's like the red one and like you kind of.
I missed that mask so much, bro. I lost that shit in Atlanta, bro. I'm so sad about that shit. Yeah. I'm angry. I made a song about it. Yeah. I made a song about everything, bro. I was so mad about that shit. But the Joker one was fire, but everybody else likes the blue one.
With the zippers and the denim one?
Yeah,
I do like that because it's a little different, because I didn't expect to see some denim made like that.
Bro, that shit is so fucking hot, though. It's like being in a fucking, like...
Yeah, a sauna or some shit like that. Is it heavy on your head?
Yeah, it's definitely heavy. Yeah. It's made out of like a hood.
Yeah.
So like you turn it around and the drawstring is on the back. Yeah. Bro... Hell no, I can't do that in the summer. I can't.
No, definitely not in the
summer. Nah. Like that's a video mask like that.
Right.
Like that's, and I keep that mask too. That's gonna be in that's in the vault.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Get cold again.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So why did you start wearing masks when you were like performing, or just when you were coming up as an artist?
Man, I've gotten that question a lot, yo, and I always told people, like, I don't know. I just felt like putting one on just so, I don't know, man. I just feel comfortable. I feel comfortable.
That's totally fine.
I feel comfortable in a mask while I'm like on stage or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like, number one, there ain't nothing underneath this mask that I need to hide. Like I'm a pretty motherfucker. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I don't know. Is it something compelled me to do it, so I did.
Right.
That's it.
No, that's what's up because it also adds to your uniqueness of it. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't do that or even don't think to. But and this ain't a knock on you, but I see the character of it and I see the whole mood and mystique of it, and the mask just adds to it. So any different type of mask you do, I'm definitely a fan of because like I said, it does separate you from the crowd, and combined with your music skills, your performance skills, which you are going to get into, it kind of makes you a more completer artist as opposed to some of your contemporaries. And that's the other thing I did want to talk about too. As I said, before this interview started, you were in the first edition of the testing lab. You drove all the way from Western Mass to Brockton on a Tuesday night and killed that shit. Because that was the first thing I literally said. I remember it was just an effortless performance and stuff like that. So when you're up on that stage and going crazy, you were walking around the whole room, getting in people's faces. Where does that energy come from? Because a lot of people are very stagnant when they get on stage.
Well, let's see. Coming up, like I was involved with like a lot of like acting programs and stuff. So I have no fear when it comes to like being on stage and stuff. Yeah. Like as the number of people grow, I feel like some fear might come in. But like right now, I haven't ever had a fear being on stage at all. The energy comes just from wanting my music to be understood. Mm-hmm. And wanting it to be heard and felt. That's what's up. If I have to get in your face for you to feel that shit, then I will. Yeah.
No, because like I said, everybody was just walking back and forth on that stage. But then when you come up, you were going around the room, you were jumping on the tables and stuff like that. It's like, see, that's a guy who takes his music shit seriously and is really dedicated to making sure people
low key, bro. You gotta you have to actually go crazy.
Yeah, no, you definitely do, because it's like they don't want to see some plain Jane just on stage, acting boring and stuff like that. There's got to be some level of excitement. Yeah. But that is what's up. And the other thing I did want to talk to you about is, as I've been viewing your stories, I've been seeing like a lot of like you getting fucked over with like promoters or maybe different types of stuff like that. I feel like it does come with the game, but I feel like with you, I feel like it's a little too much and you don't really deserve that shit. So like, how do you maneuver those kind of like obstacles and stuff like that? Because I remember, you go to New York a lot, you're in Atlanta as well, and I've seen those stories of like, oh fuck this shit, you guys screwed me over and shit like that. So it's like, why do people keep like fucking you over?
Because bro, people think because like I wear a mask or something, like I'm not all there. I feel like that could be the thing. I feel like because I'm not from an area where like I don't know, the brand that I'm dealing with has like the most dominance or something, that there's like some type of wool they could pull over.
You think it's a little bit of fear from people?
Fear too, definitely, because there's some places where I've been, right, where I am whenever I like meet like off of just the one time. Yeah. Doing my best to be very cordial, very nice. I'm doing my best to be the best person that I can be and put my best foot forward. Absolutely. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's either because one, I'm too open with people, or is if I'm like too quiet and drawn back. Because sometimes I'll just sit back and watch the shit play out and everything, and I'll only speak up when it comes down to like the business shit, like when everything is like getting squared away. And I don't know, man. I just keep pushing, honestly. Right. I just fucking I try and let that shit like blow over, because the shit that you see on social media is not the half of the shit that actually be just going the fuck on. Right. You know what I mean? So most of it I try and let it like blow over whatnot. But when niggas try to play me, bro, I'm not fucking with it, bro.
No,
I'll let it know.
No, you can't take that shit lying down, especially like that.
I don't like that shit at all.
And I just like I just feel with like a lot of like independent artists, just like, why do other people feel like they gotta take advantage of that? And it's just so weird.
And another thing too, it's like it's the area that niggas is in, because like Mass is what I have the most experience with. Right. I've only been certain places like 1 or 2 times. But mass is what I have the most experience with. So most of the time when I'm talking about my story, I'm talking about mass.
No, and that's definitely been, we've had that conversation a lot on the ball with other people. Yeah. And that's the one thing I do want to ask you, as someone who has dealt with that, what do you think really needs to change about it?
Stop being so fucking prejudiced when it comes to hip hop. Not everybody's gonna look like a fucking regular ass rapper to you.
Right.
Like, tell me this: if you're a rapper, right, and you are like on a showcase or something, and then you see me walk in, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking like this kid. I mean, if I didn't know you already,
if you didn't know me,
I would probably think that what's this dude deal or something like that.
Yeah. Now, when I go up and perform, and I am gonna toot my own horn, blow niggas out the fucking water.
Of course.
Sometimes you gotta let your fucking nuts hang.
Oh, of course.
Then niggas get fucking salty, like, oh, he looks weird, like,
because you did it better than they did.
Okay, yeah, like people won't say that, but then after the show or something, I have friends who are associates of people that come back to me and they're like, oh, this nigga's talking shit about you, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, I feel it, and like it hurts. Like, it hurts my feelings. I'm not somebody who's gonna be like, oh nigga, like I don't give a fuck. Like, it hurts my feelings because like, nigga, I wouldn't talk about people like this. I wouldn't. I don't fucking try and talk about my peers in the room with like other peers. You know what I mean? I try to keep shit professional and whatnot, but nah, people want to be dickheads. Yeah. So I just try to stay out the way until like my craft is needed. You know what I mean?
And that's a great response to it, because a lot of people, like you said, they'll take the ego side of it and immediately put you down, not even knowing what your music is or what you look like, or what like you look like on stage. So it's good to actually hear that from someone who has experienced it, because, like you said, that stuff kind of just goes under the rug, and it's like, what do we do from here now?
At the same time, too, there's a bad side to it when it comes to me, because over time, over like things like that happening over and over and over again, the chip on my shoulder is fucking huge, bro. Like, there have been times where people have told me like, oh, yo, you the best doing it, blah, blah, blah. And I've tried to reject it. I've tried to just be like, yo, like, all right, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. Now, niggas talking shit, so I'm definitely like, all right, nigga, fuck you. I'm fucking big. I'm big cheese around this motherfucker. Like, exactly. Like, with the hate, it built up my confidence. So it's a double-edged sword.
Oh, no, that's good, because, you took something that was bad and kind of made it like your source of energy. Yeah. So it's like on some Batman shit a little bit.
Bullshit.
But another thing I did want to talk about is the plethora of shows you've thrown around Western Mass have been incredible. I unfortunately have not made it out to any, but from the first Grindhouse that I actually saw when y'all did that big ass warehouse, that's like what, 2 years ago now?
Yeah.
About 2 years ago. That was incredible. And from there you've just been going upwards and upwards. So how are you able to kind of put your stamp on that area, especially with all these shows? Because realistically, no one's throwing these shows out there like you and your team are.
All right. I feel like our stamp is not rap. It's not rap. I feel like that's what the stamp is. The stamp is, it's not rap. It's not regular hip hop. It's niggas with dreadlocks and piercings and like harder music,
kind of like the Outkast,
heavier music, kind of like the Outkast aesthetic. Fucking, we don't try and book the same niggas over and over again unless it's like me or Coney, because
right.
But I feel like our stamp is just shedding a light on the underground and the music that is not on your radio. It's not going to sound like shit that's on your radio. It's not going to sound like nothing on your Spotify if you're not looking for it. You know what I mean?
So being underground as you are, what do you think are kind of the pushes or steps you need to take to go more out of the ground, or what does the rap fans as a whole have to accept about you in order for that to happen? If you want to even emerge.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not really looking to burst into the mainstream like that. I'm really not. I'm looking to be at the top. I'm looking to be at the top of the underground. Right. Work with some mainstream artists, but I don't want to be mainstream. There's too much bullshit that comes with that. I'm not going for that. I just want to rap, make some money, get a little apartment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Simple life. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Simple life like that. I feel that. Yeah.
Like, I just want to be able to pay my bills off of my voice. That's about it. That's all I want. I don't want to be in no fucking fucking Gazette music, fucking weirdo secret society bullshit. Like I'm not with all that shit.
You think there is some kind of like devil magic working secret society?
I mean, there is like that shit cannot be denied. There is.
I mean, look at all this Diddy shit. You know what I mean? He's definitely been.
I don't even think that got nothing to do with it. I just feel like that's just Diddy. I feel like that's just who he is. Nigga. Nobody dances like that, and there is something wrong with him.
Oh shit, that's funny because I was listening to, what was it? I Need a Girl Part 1. And he has a bar in that song where it's like, we used to play fight on the covers. You was my girl, we was like brothers, and I'm like, excuse me? Yeah, that's why I'm like, what? Sir? Like, yeah, like, so you play fight with your brothers under the covers? Like, okay, dude. I mean, maybe the signs were there and we just didn't, and we looked over it because, you know, the songs were kind of good, but I'm like, now it kind of makes sense, you know what I mean? Oh shit. But one thing I did want to touch on, you were involved in some acting as you were coming up, which is very, very cool because I'm a big fan of like movies and stuff like that. Is there, if you had to pick a movie, right? First of all, well, actually, let me ask you this: what's your favorite movie of all time?
My favorite movie of all time definitely has to be. Damn. I just like movies for real.
That's what I mean. Like I had this conversation on last episode. I just love movies and shit.
I just love movies. But I've just been into like the Marvel shit. For years I've just been into Marvel shit. Of course. But other than that, I'll have to say like Moulin Rouge. I fuck with that. That's what's up. That's the only thing I really like watch on repeat. Yeah,
because that's a Broadway play and stuff like that. Wow, that's up. Because it's always cool to hear that from other people. Because like I watch movies like that, and I think it's like it's not weird, but it's like I don't have a lot of friends that do that. You know what I mean? So it is cool to hear that from other people. But if you had to pick a movie role for yourself to be in, what would that role be? It could be any genre, any director. What would that role be? No. Because you got like a legit like movie, you know, ready persona already.
I've already done like 2 little horror short films, but
really, that's what's up. What were they?
It was what is it called? Don't Speak or some shit. I think it's called Don't Speak, where I played like not a blind dude, a deaf guy, and I'm like trying to help these people get out of a facility, but it turns out like I'm the person running this facility and everything. And then this other one I did, it was post-apocalyptic, like the fog type thing.
Mm-hmm. The mist type thing.
Yeah. I'm like the innkeeper guy, and I'm like, I'm like trying to help. They always have me playing like a deceptive role, right? But I would try and say the next role I would want probably like an action role, maybe. Yeah. Like I don't know whoever out there has a budget for an action movie, but hit me up.
Yeah, please hire MUDA. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, either action or probably like psychological thriller.
That's what's up. I
feel like I could play.
Because like I said, you know, I could definitely see you in either, if not a movie role, you know, some voice acting animated role, because you have such a strong voice that like it draws people to you like that. So that is what's up. Also, you fly as hell today. Thank you for showing up dressed like a motherfucker.
These my mama jeans.
You're killing that shit. So, do you got like any fashion inspirations and stuff like that? You just be doing your own thing like that.
Honestly, like I've been fucking with a lot of the recent silhouettes from Demobaza, and I like Rick. I never own no Rick, but I like how Rick fit. I like how it looks. Another thing's probably like ASAP Rocky is a good inspiration for me.
He's a pretty motherfucker. And you already called yourself one pretty motherfucker.
Not me. Yeah. But Kanye, Cardi for fashion too. Also Tyler for fashion as well.
Yo, he's got like some of the best fashion for like who.
Have you seen the Gucci collab?
Yeah, like, it's crazy,
bro.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, and JoJo's too. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure for fashion inspiration too. They have like a whole thing. They have a whole thing with Gucci. Right. Wait, no, not Gucci. They have a thing with what's it called? Versace.
Really?
Yeah, they have
I
like
didn't know
they
that.
have like the artists like made these beautiful like freaking prints, bro, of different characters and different things from their spring collection of
That's
like
what's up.
I think it was like 2020.
All right.
It was
Yeah, I didn't
fire.
know that. I gotta check that out. But that is cool because like you said, you like all that shit, and it's cool to just see it all come
Yeah,
as
mesh into
one
one
to
thing.
collab and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So even being an artist as you are, you know, whether it's the music, the anime, and the fashion, having it all in one is literally like in full package already. Excuse me. So you do have some stuff coming out as well. Would you like to talk about that?
Yeah. You know, we got MUDA Mondays running right now. I just dropped a single.
How long has that been running for?
About 3 weeks.
3 weeks now?
About 3 weeks. I dropped 3 singles. We Hate M. I dropped Ice Cream Like Gucci, and then I dropped some punk shit this Monday called Ink. Next week, I don't know when I'm dropping, honestly, but it'll be something. I don't know.
How long are you gonna run Buddha Mondays for?
Probably until I announce a tape, and I don't know when I'm announcing the tape. So you're probably just gonna keep on getting singles. I'll probably take a week off and put a week back.
But I feel like you got a lot of stuff in the vault just from how hard you work in the studio and stuff like that. Because I think it was. How many did you drop last year? Because I know there was like a year where
Yeah.
you were just dropping like.
I dropped like 4 projects last year.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I was gonna say, because that's how like I was like, wow, this dude's like a work ethic, like a workhorse like that. He's got all this stuff in the vault, and he knows it's good that he can just have all of these tapes and like EPs and albums and stuff like that in one calendar year. That's
Yeah,
what's
but
up.
now I'm just I've been on a feature run. I just recorded some features for a couple of folks out in Boston. Got 2 songs out with my homie Sue. He out in Romania and everything.
How'd you link with that guy?
TikTok.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like one of our songs used the same beat. I don't know if you know the song Vacant Lots. Vacant Lots. We can link, yeah, whatever. But he ended up using the same beat as me, and then our music started like cross pollinating and stuff. And then he hit me up on Instagram, and he was like, "Yo, you're hard, blah blah blah." And let me know, dude's like going viral on fucking TikTok right now. Like,
Really?
yeah. So dude was like, "Bro, let's reach out the song." You hop on, blah, 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 and then I like, shit, I learned some fucking Romanian and like rapped a Romanian over it, and then kept my my original hook, and then we dropped like another song after that. Me and Coney dropped Bald Ego. That's like that's my baby right now.
I was
Like,
gonna say, yeah.
that tape is my baby right now. Like I want to get videos and shit done, trying to get all that squared away.
Because you and Coney do make some good music together.
Nah, no bullshit. Like I'll say it right here. Like from my perspective, me and Coney are the best duo in Mass right now. That's all. That's how I
Hey,
feel.
listen, hey, people watching out there, you think differently? Muda would love for y'all to challenge him.
In the comments, after you fucking like and subscribe and all that other shit, delegate amongst yourselves.
I appreciate that. And one final thing I do want to talk about is, I know we've talked about the work ethic, and obviously, you know, you driving all these long distances. Even just this interview right now, which I'm very grateful for that we were able to reconnect and do it again. Why is it so important for you? Because like you said, you had went to that Harvard symposium, and just you're like a sponge. You want to go everywhere and learn from everything. So why is that sort of important for you? Because a lot of other artists won't do that. Like you said, they want to stay in the house. They want they want shit to come to them, but they don't realize that, listen, you got to drive, 2-3 hours just to either get on a show, or you got to drive 2-3 hours just to go learn from an industry producer or person, so that way your career can expand.
Well, first things first, what I would say is important about that is community, because number one, I don't have my license yet. I don't drive. I don't fucking drive. So it's either my manager or some friends that are like bringing me here and there, people that are very close to me. So community, number one, is very fucking important.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I got a license. I don't got a car, so I feel you that.
Like,
yeah.
If it's not that, then like I'm on the bus, like going
Right.
like wherever, finding like
That's
I
what's up.
have homies in New York where like, hey, could I crouch on your couch or go to show, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like shit'll just happen,
Yeah.
and like niggas will be okay because you form these like these genuine connections with these beautiful people who are like minded and also want to see you succeed, and you want to see them succeed in turn. So
That was what I was about to say. You got a lot of people
like
that really wanna see
whoever's
you
in my circle around me, whether it be Coney, whether it be Frida Kruger, or whoever like you see me working with, is always born from a place of love. It's not gonna be like, oh, this is like a fucking good business opportunity, blah blah blah. Because nigga, I am underground as fuck. I'm only making like fucking $30 a month for music. Right. Like.
You don't just the musical.
I don't care about that right now, nigga. Like as long as like like first we gotta link, we gotta like our personalities gotta click. Then after that, the music can happen. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's also important because you can't limit yourself to your hometown. You cannot limit yourself to
even
your hometown.
Your home state. Either.
Your home state. You can't because number one. There's people in your hometown that already have this shit on lock. Like I already say it, like it's out of my hands. People will like who they like, and I have no problem with that at all. Yeah. I'm not gonna limit myself to one area. I'm gonna go out and see, like, there are different people, different personality types. Everybody's gonna like what they're gonna like. I just want to see who likes what I have to offer.
There's 6 billion people in this world. Yeah. At least 1 million people guaranteed could probably like you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm not gonna limit myself. And to artists out there, don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself to your hometown. If people in your hometown are telling you suck, then you probably suck. But if you go out of town, right.
Not everybody's gonna think you suck.
Not everybody else is gonna think that. I went on a tour last year, like a little mini tour. Went to LA, I went to Atlanta, I went to Arizona. I went I'm not even, wait, hold on, I signed the NDA. I can't even talk about that. But fucking just know that opportunities will present themselves if you travel. That's all I gotta say. Yeah. Opportunities will definitely present themselves, no matter how big or small they are. They will help you in your journey.
You got a dream place you want to perform at all? Even if it's a country, area, wherever.
Bro, I want a Rolling Loud set. I want a fucking Rolling Loud set.
Manifesting that.
I want like probably like 5 people before the headliner.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what I want.
All right.
And maybe like I want extravaganza. Wait, not extravaganza. What's it called? The rollout. I want that. I want the roll up.
The music festival.
Yeah, I want that thing that just passed.
Oh yeah.
I want one of those.
I think it is called the roll up.
I want one of those. Yeah. I was almost on that, but things happened.
I'm not. Listen, it really sounds like I feel like it's only a matter of time with you that you get on these stages and these positions, because once you are on there, you're gonna fucking kill it as always. So, like I said, I've seen you perform a couple of times. Just from that, I know that you're born for stardom or something like that, or whatever you feel is as comfortable as you want to be.
Thanks, man.
Of course, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad we got to do this again and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Say it one more twice. Fuck Staples, because
for real.
Fucking. You brought your whole crew there, and I told them, I literally was like, he's gonna be pulling up, his manager and some of his friends are gonna be pulling up. They're like, oh, why is all these people there? I'm like, I just told you why. Like, come on.
Fuck Staples.
This is why. Shout out to Mike Scar for being an understanding person. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Anybody you want to give a shout out to real quick?
Yo, shout out my mom.
All right. Hey. I like that.
That's
yeah.
It.
Shout out moms, you know what I mean? And what can we expect from MUDA in the year 2024 as we progress through these next couple of months?
Got a show this week, WTF. This is airing on the next Wednesday, so it'll have been past, but this is what's happening now. Right. Welcome to the future. After that, might have something coming up in June in Boston, and in August, I'm performing at a fashion show in New York.
That's what's up. Is it for New York Fashion Week?
I believe so, yeah.
That's what's up.
I believe so. Is Fashion Week in August? I don't know.
I don't even know. But anytime I hear New York and fashion, it's like I'm like, oh, that's probably during fashion week.
I don't know, but it's a fashion show. And yeah, that's about it. I'm not really planning on dropping any projects, but if something comes out, you'll know if you follow me on Instagram at MUDA4K.
Thank you for doing that, because I was about to ask you where they could find you. But like I said, MUDA, thank you very much for coming all the way out here from Western Mass for this excellent interview.
Thank you.
Of course, I appreciate it. As you may have heard, please follow MUDA on Instagram at MUDA4K. And MUDA all on. Did I say it right?
Yeah, it was like MUDA4K. MUDA4K. MUDA4K.
All right.
Y'all follow Say That Podcast.
Yeah.
Say underscore that underscore pod.
I know that's a mouthful. I've been reporting pages with the usernames I want left and right that I didn't get back to Instagram, so I think I'm gonna have to copyright this shit and tell them they've copied me. Oh, shit, this is definitely. I appreciate that. But as always, and where can they find your music? SoundCloud, Apple, Spotify?
Everywhere. SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, fucking Deezer.
Deezer. Wow, I haven't heard that. I don't even know how long.
MUDA exclamation point, all caps when you spell the man name. R.I.P. Doom.
Yes, sir. Thank you. That's a good send off because I'm a big Doom guy. But as always, follow the man, follow the pod, and we appreciate everyone who tuned into this episode. If you liked it, please leave a like and comment. And if you really, really liked it, which you probably did, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Like, I really want you to hit that subscribe button. I know Mike Scarfo's been thinking I've been going a little crazy, asking people to I tell these people, fuck up that subscribe button.
For real.
You know what I mean? I want it owes you money.
Put your fist through the subscribe
exactly.
button. I
want you to literally put your fist through the screen on the subscribe button. That's what I want you to do. If you don't do that, then you don't rock with the pod enough.
Exactly.
But thank you very much, everybody, for tuning into another amazing episode of Say That Podcast. I'm Repeat. That's MUDA. Mike Scarfo's behind the camera. And as always, don't say this, say that. We'll see you in the next episode. Peace. Make sure to tune in to MUDA's freestyle video. It's going to be dropping on the Thursday after this episode drops. So hit that. Peace.